The Serbian Orthodox Church is one of the autocephalous Orthodox Christian churches. It is the second oldest Slavic Orthodox Church in the world. The Serbian Orthodox Church comprises the majority of population in Serbia, Montenegro, and the Republika Srpska entity of Bosnia and Herzegovina. It is organized into metropolises and eparchies located primarily in Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro and Croatia, but also all over the world since many Serbs have emigrated to foreign countries. The Serbian Orthodox Church is an autocephalous, or ecclesiastically independent, member of the Orthodox Communion. The Patriarch of Serbia serves as first among equals in his church. The current Patriarch is Irinj. The church achieved autocephalous status in 1219 under the leadership of Saint Sava, becoming independent Archeparchy of Zika. Its status was elevated to that of a patriarchate in the 14th century, and was known afterwards as the Patriarchate of Pek. This patriarchate was abolished by the Ottoman Turks in the 18th century. The modern Serbian Orthodox Church was re-established in 1920 after the unification of the Patriarchate of Karlovci, the Metropolitanate of Belgrade and the Metropolitanate of Montenegro. The Serbian Orthodox Church is the custodian of many significant Christian relics, such as the right hand of John the Baptist, St. George's hand and skull parts, Holy Cross segments, St. Paraskevi's finger and body of St. Basil of Ostrog, among others. Historical background: Christianity during the Roman era. The saints Florus and Loris are venerated as Christian martyrs of the 2nd century AD. They were murdered along with 300 Christians in Lipian. Constantine the Great, born in Nice, was the first Christian Roman emperor. In 380, Eastern Roman Emperor Theodosius decreed that his subjects would be Christians according to the First Council of Nicaea formula. Greek was used in the Byzantine Church while the Roman Church used Latin. With the Definite split in 395, the line in Europe ran south along the Drina River. Tim Judah says that the Roman split resulted in that Serbs are Orthodox and the Croats Catholic. Among Old Christian heritage is the Archbishopric of Justiniana Prima. It had the whole of present-day Serbia under its jurisdiction, and was formed in 535 AD. However, the archbishopric did not last, as the Slavs and Avars destroyed it sometime after 602, when the last mention is made of it. Christianization of the Serbs. According to Constantine Porphyrogenitus, Serbs were Christianized by elders of Rome during the reign of Emperor Heraclius. This would have taken place during the Byzantine papacy. During the rule of Constans II, Serbs were resettled in Asia Minor from the areas around the river Vardar to the city of Gordo Servone. Isidore, the bishop of Gordo Servone, is mentioned in 680. The fact that it was an episcopal seat gives ground to the thesis that it had a large Serbian population. In 731 or 733 or by 740, Leo III attached Illyricum and southern Italy to Patriarch Anastasius of Constantinople, transferring the papal authority to the Eastern Church. Notable early church buildings include the Monastery of Archangel Michael in Prevlaka, built in the beginning of the 9th century. On the location of older churches a three-nave structure with three apses to the east, dating from the 3rd and 6th centuries. Bogorodica Bostanska and Church of Saints Peter and Paul. Establishment of eparchies. The establishment of Christianity as state religion dates to the time of Prince Mutimir and Byzantine Emperor Basil I, who, after managing to put the Serbs under his nominal rule, sent priests together with Admiral Knight Assurafes. Before the operations against the Saracens in 869, when Dalmatian fleets were sent to defend the town of Ragusa, the Christianization was due partly to Byzantine and subsequent Bulgarian influence. At least during the rule of Kozel of Pannonia, communications between Serbia and Great Moravia must have been possible. This fact, the Pope was presumably aware of when planning Methodios diocese as well as the Dalmatian coast, which was in Byzantine hands as far north as Split. There is a possibility that some Cyrillo-Methodian pupils reached Serbia in the 870s, perhaps even sent by Methodius himself. Serbia was accounted Christian as of about 870. The first Serbian bishopric was founded at the political center at Ras, near modern Novi Pazar on the Ibar River. The initial affiliation is uncertain. It may have been under the subordination of either Split or Durazzo, both then Byzantine. The early Church of St. Apostles Peter and Paul at Ras can be dated to the 9th–10th century, with the rotunda plan characteristic of first court chapels. The bishopric was established shortly after 871, during the rule of Mutimir, and was part of the general plan of establishing bishoprics in the Slav lands of the empire, confirmed by the Council of Constantinople in 879–880. The Eparchy of Branicevo was founded in 878. The seal of Strogimir, the brother of Mutimir, was bought by the Serbian state in an auction in Germany. The seal has a patriarchal cross in the center and Greek inscriptions that say, "God help Strogimir." Peter Gojniković was evidently a Christian prince. Christianity presumably was spreading in his time, also since Serbia bordered Bulgaria. Christian influences and perhaps missionaries came from there. That would increase in the 20-year peace. The previous generation had Slav names, the following has Christian names, a notice of strong Byzantine missions to Serbia, as well as to the Slavs of the Adriatic coast, in the 870s. The Bulgarian annexation of Serbia in 924 was important for the future direction of the Serbian Church. By then, at latest, Serbia must have received the Cyrillic alphabet and Slavic religious text, already familiar but perhaps not yet preferred to Greek. Archbishopric of Ohrid in 1018. The Archbishopric of Ohrid was formed when the Byzantines conquered the First Bulgarian Empire. Greek replaced Slavic. Serbia was ecclesiastically administered into several dioceses. The Diocese of Ras, mentioned in the First Charter of Basil II, became part of the Ohrid Archbishopric and encompassed the areas of southern Serbia, by the rivers Ruska, Ibar and Lim, evident in the Second Charter of Basil II. Among the first bishops were Leontius, Cyril, Euthemius and Kalinic. It joined the autocephalous Archbishopric of Zika in 1219, at the time of Saint Sava. In the Chrysoboles of Basil II dated to 1020, the Ras bishopric is mentioned as serving the whole of Serbia, with the seat of the Church of St. Apostles Peter and Paul. Better source needed. The 10th or 11th century Gospel book Codex Marianus, written in Old Church Slavonic in the Glagolithic script, is one of the oldest known Slavic manuscripts and was partly written in the Old Serbian redaction. Other early manuscripts include 11th century Graskovitz of Odlomic Apostola and Mahanovic of Odlomic.